Why does your cardiologist tell you that salt is the enemy while prescribing you a pill that destroys your kidneys? He tells you this lie because a cured patient is a lost revenue stream for the pharmaceutical cartel. They want you to believe that high blood pressure is a genetic death sentence that requires medication for life. They want you to fear every grain of salt while they ignore the true cause of your stiff, dying arteries. The medication they give you acts like a chemical straitjacket, forcing your heart to beat weaker to lower the numbers. This is why you feel tired, dizzy, and unable to perform in the bedroom when you take their poison. Your body is not designed to run on beta blockers and diuretics that drain your essential minerals. Your blood pressure is high because your arteries have lost their elasticity and are screaming for a specific gas. This gas is called nitric oxide, and it is the master signal that tells your blood vessels to relax and open wide. When you lack this gas, your vessels turn into rigid pipes, forcing your heart to pump against massive resistance. I am going to show you how to flood your system with this gas and reverse hypertension naturally. There is a red flower that has been proven in clinical trials to work better than the top-selling blood pressure drugs. This natural tea acts as a potent ACE inhibitor, stopping the enzyme that constricts your blood vessels. It costs pennies per cup, tastes like cranberries, and has absolutely no dangerous side effects. We are going to reverse the silent killer today and save you from the stroke that is waiting for you. The medical establishment calls this essential hypertension, which basically means they have no idea why you have it. They blame your age, your weight, and your parents, but they never look at the chemical imbalance in your blood. They ignore the fact that your endothelium, the inner lining of your arteries, is inflamed and scarred. When the lining is scarred, it cannot produce nitric oxide, so the vessel clamps down to protect itself. Taking a pill to lower the pressure without fixing the lining is like putting a lid on a boiling pot without turning off the fire. Eventually, the pressure builds up somewhere else, and you end up with kidney failure or a massive aneurysm. You must stop managing the number and start repairing the plumbing that carries your life force. The red juice I am talking about is brewed from the dried calices of the Hibiscus Sabdariffa plant. This is not just a refreshing drink, it is a pharmaceutical-grade weapon against arterial stiffness. A landmark study published in the Journal of Nutrition proved that drinking this tea lowers blood pressure by double digits. They compared it head-to-head with captopril and lisinopril, the drugs your doctor loves to write scripts for. The results were humiliating for the drug companies because the tea worked just as well, but with added benefits. Hibiscus is rich in anthocyanins, the red pigments that scour your blood for oxidation and repair the vessel walls. It acts as a natural diuretic, removing excess sodium from your body without stripping away your potassium. Pharmaceutical diuretics steal your potassium, which actually makes your heart muscle weaker and your blood pressure higher in the long run. Hibiscus keeps the mineral balance perfect, flushing out the fluid while nourishing the heart. But the doctors bury this research because you cannot patent a flower that grows in your garden. They cannot charge you $300 a month for a box of dried flowers. So they scare you with stories of unregulated supplements while they feed you FDA-approved toxins. To fully reverse your hypertension, you need to follow a specific red protocol for 6 weeks. You cannot just drink 1 cup and expect a miracle. You must dose it like medicine. You need to drink 3 cups of strong brewed hibiscus tea every single day to keep the nitric oxide flowing. Steep the dried flowers for at least 10 minutes in boiling water to extract the full spectrum of anthocyanins. Add a squeeze of lemon juice to stabilize the antioxidants and boost the absorption rate in your stomach. But hibiscus is only the first half of the Reverse Doctrine solution for your arteries. You must combine it with the most powerful vessel dilator found in the vegetable aisle, garlic. But not just any garlic. You need aged, raw garlic that releases a compound called allicin. Allicin is a sulfur compound that smells strong but acts like dynamite against arterial plaque. When allicin enters your bloodstream, it reacts with your red blood cells to instantly produce hydrogen sulfide. This gas signals the smooth muscle cells around your arteries to relax immediately, dropping pressure fast. Studies show that high-dose garlic extract can lower systolic pressure by up to 16 points alone. Combine that with the drop from the hibiscus, and you are looking at a 30-point reduction naturally, This is enough to take a man from hypertensive crisis down to a safe, normal range without a single pill. You must also address the mineral deficiency that is making your arteries stiff and brittle. The majority of people with high blood pressure are critically deficient in magnesium and potassium. Magnesium is the relaxation mineral that allows your heart muscle to rest between beats. Without enough magnesium, your heart is in a constant state of spasm and tension. Your doctor never tests your magnesium levels because the standard blood test is useless. The magnesium is inside your cells, not floating in your blood, so the test always looks normal. You need to take 400 milligrams of magnesium glycinate every evening to loosen the arterial walls. Simultaneously, you must stop the sodium fear and start the potassium load. Salt is only dangerous when you do not have enough potassium to balance it out. Our ancestors ate plenty of salt, but they ate 10 times more potassium than we do today. You need 4,700 milligrams of potassium a day, but the average diet only provides a fraction of that. Potassium softens the inside of your blood vessels, making them flexible like a young rubber hose. The best source is not bananas, which are full of sugar, but cream of tartar or avocados. Cream of tartar is a baking powder that is almost pure potassium. A teaspoon gives you a massive dose. Mix a teaspoon of cream of tartar into your hibiscus tea for a supercharged blood pressure tonic. This combination of nitric oxide boosting, smooth muscle relaxation, and mineral balancing is the cure. You are treating the root cause, endothelial dysfunction and mineral starvation. Your doctor will be shocked when you come in for your checkup and your numbers are perfect. He will assume his pills are finally working until you tell him you threw them in the trash weeks ago. He will warn you about the dangers of going off meds. But the numbers do not lie. You have taken control of your hydraulic system and repaired the pipes yourself. You have saved your kidneys from the damage of synthetic diuretics. You have saved your brain from the microbleeds that lead to vascular dementia. You have saved your manhood from the beta blockers that kill circulation to the groin. High blood pressure is not a disease. It is a symptom of a body under siege. It is your body screaming for oxygen and nutrients that you have been denying it. The salt was never the enemy. The lack of plants and minerals was the crime. Do not let them measure you for a coffin while you are still breathing. Do not accept the stroke as your inevitable destiny. Start the red protocol, brew the tea, and eat the garlic. Feel the warmth of real circulation returning to your cold hands and feet. Feel the pounding in your head vanish as the pressure equalizes naturally. This is the Reverse Doctrine, and we do not manage hypertension, we crush it.